Howdy guys, Craig Summers here. Got my Hillary for Prison t-shirt on again. Still hoping. So we've got the Daniel Defense DDM4, I think this is the V11, that I took to a intermediate distance fighting rifle course and just got back. And what I did differently is I've got an aim point on here. I ran a hollow sun, which I was testing out. It's working great so far. But what I did is I also had a KAK, K-A-K. You can't really see it much anymore, but I had a KAK Nitride bolt carrier group that I put in, took out my Daniel Defense, and I wanted to test this thing and see how it did. So I have not shot this thing since I got back, so we're going to take this thing out and we're going to take a look at it and see what it looks like after about 1,000 to 1,200 rounds. So we are going to unload this thing because I do keep my guns loaded, and take a look at it. So here's the bolt, guys. After, like I said, about 1,000 to 1,200 rounds, it is pretty dirty. I'm going to try to just clean this off a little bit, maybe get some of this carbon off. And it actually is not, it's pretty easy to get this off. The thing that are really about melanite or nitriding is that it does not affect your tolerance, or it does not affect the dimensions of any of the products. You're basically doing in essence, a case hardening on the metal to where you've got anywhere between 5 to 10 microns of that metal on the outside that is significantly harder than the rest of it. And they actually, I've seen some data that the melanite can actually get upwards around 70 Rockwell, which is fairly significant. So we can see a little bit of wear on the rails right here, actually where it should be riding in that upper receiver. You can see that right there. I'm not too concerned about that. One of the things I was worried about is, since I did see that the black was wearing off, I thought that black was the melaniting, and that's not the case. It's fairly similar to when you phosphate. It's basically just a chemical reaction that the metal has when it touches air. So that metal, where you see the silver versus the black, that metal is still case hardened. It has not affected at all. Nothing has rubbed off. So let me wipe off this bolt face here, and you can see a little bit on the bolt itself. Does have a little bit of wear. About the only complaint I would have with this is the first couple times I put it in, it's almost like it had to, I kind of had to break it in or run it through the gun or cycle the gun a couple times for it to really fit properly. But the face looks really good, guys. Really easy to clean. So let me go ahead and take this apart for y'all real quick. Here's what the firing pin looks like. Probably have to clean that firing pin off a little bit better later. You can see this has a little bit of wear. Some of the black has coming off, but like I said, still not an issue. Let's take that bolt out real quick. Go ahead and wipe that down. I'll probably need to go ahead and scrub this out. The inside of the gas key is not chrome lined, it is melanite, as well as the inside of that bolt chamber. So it is not chrome lined, it is nitride. So it actually is a little bit more smooth, than chrome, which helps with operation and also with cleanup. So I'm gonna get in there with a Q-tip and maybe some degreaser and clean it up better. But as you can see, guys, no abnormal wear where it was supposed to wear. It did. Like I said, don't be too concerned about where some of that black has worn off. That does not affect the surface hardness of the bolt at all. Really like the fact that it also, instead of the phosphate, just all around that bolt is really slick. Really happy with this. It's good to see nitriding is starting to get into the marketplace a little bit more, and it's providing a good competitive alternative to chrome lining. So was really pleased with this bolt. I'll roll in some pictures. So if you're on the market for a good value bolt, I would probably recommend this thing. This is going to go in either my truck gun or in one of my other rifles, probably one of my training rifles or backup rifles. So I am going to put my Daniel Defense bolt carrier group back in my Daniel Defense rifle, since that is my go-to gun. So I don't want any issues whatsoever. I know all their stuff's proven, but I was really impressed with this. I would not hesitate to buy one again. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Comments, questions, put them down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.